4. All right, man. Listen, we're back. We are back. How's it going, folks? How's it going? I'm not even, bro. Listen, y'all see the laptop. I got my notes up, but it's lights, camera, and action time. So I'm gonna turn this thing right back around. We about to get right back to where we left off. Hold up. Let me make sure that camera's good. I don't quite know. I'll only know once, what's it called? Once, I'm finished recording and all that other sort of jazz. But hold up, let me see something, right? I already shared it to, like the podcast over to Facebook and Twitter. But hold up. Oh, ooh, excuse me. Hold on, I'm also trying to see if, well, it appears as though I can't really do a whole lot of nothing much. It's cool. But anyway, all right, to continue my explanation for the question, right? Like, if, again, y'all feel free to answer down in the comment section below. And whenever, like, I promote on social media, I'm also going to make sure that I try to post the question to you guys. But again, y'all, like, if y'all had to be one age, stuck at one age forever, what age would that be? All right. Now, in the last video, I started my response. Really, it's a 5-part response. And like I said, age 12 is another one, really, because that mark for me, like, even though life has always been good, life has always came with it, but it came with its fair share of troubles, complications, all that other sort of jazz. But age, at the age of 12, for me, that's when things started to ascend. And really, I feel like I was at my peak, because like that's when, like, I was about as good with the academics as I was in athletics, right? And so I was really good with both, right? But I will get on to age 13, because that's another age that's another good age for me. Sometimes I wonder, how is it that I look? But like I said, I won't quite know until I'm finished recording. But anyway, right? Hold on. I'm just looking over these notes. Like, we really got one person. But anyway, right? Back on track. So anyway, age 13 was a pretty good year for me. What I have titled on here, like the title for that particular age, was Revenge of the Nerds. Right? I actually don't quite know if that's a real movie, but that's what I titled this particular age, because like when I turned 13, that was the second half of 6th grade, right? Now, in the last video, I said that when I was in the 6th grade, that's when I went from, in the 5th grade, I had A's, B's, C's. 6th grade, in the first half, now I'm A, B honor roll. Right? And then the second half of 6th grade, that's when I was 13. That's when I turned 13, February 3rd, right? And that's when, okay, so 3rd quarter, bam, that's when my first time that I got all A's in a quarter, right? And I was like, ooh, okay, I remember it like it was nothing, because, bro, I was in the AVID program. All right, shout out to Miss Felicia Muzan, because like a lot of stuff that just a lot. Ooh, we got another person that joined. Okay, how's it going? Hold up, I won't lie. Right now, I'm running the podcast, right? But I'm also recording a video at the same time, right? But so it's something. I got another person that joined. Thank you so much, man. But anyway, right? But and just so you know, okay. Again, I don't want to mispronounce your name, but I'm just call you K, just so that, like, I don't butcher anything. But the answer that I am providing an answer for is what, like, if you had to be stuck as one particular age, what age would that be? All right. And so far, like, I have a 5-part answer. All right, so it's a little bit of something. But if you like to respond, again, please feel free to leave it, in the comment section right here. But yeah, I've got my first first part, my first answer was like the age of 12. And it's really because for me, that's when like I was playing football at the time, and obviously I was in school at the time, and that's when like I really showed that like, okay, I could really play football, like I could really ball out when it comes to football. And I also showed that like, okay, I could also handle the academics as well, right? And so at this point, just before you joined in, I was talking about my second response, my second part, which was the age of 13. Now that particular age I dubbed the Revenge of the Nerds. All right. And the reason why that is because once I turned 13, listen, I had a stretch where like, bro, and it started. Well, there's two stretches that I'll talk about, right? But there was a long stretch where I had straight A's, right? And that started when I was 13. So in the third quarter of the 6th grade, that's when I first got straight A's. I was in the AVID program, and back to that point right here with you guys, I didn't forget about that point. Yeah, basically everything that I learned within AVID. Again, Kay, I don't know if you are familiar with the AVID program, but it's pretty freaking nice. Like I still take Cornell notes to this day, by the way. I could listen. Hold up, let me show notebooks. Y'all may not see, you know, pardon the handwriting, but like listen, Cornell notes, Cornell notes, Cornell notes, Cornell notes, Cornell notes, Cornell notes. Look at all that. And this is just one notebook, and I've got a bunch of. I got about like 5-6 notebooks full of Cornell notes, right? And I've got another binder, like with a whole bunch of papers, just all Cornell notes. But anyway, right? But I remember like when I first got straight A's, my AVID program at Okamic Middle School, they threw AB honor roll parties, right? Basically, if you were an AVID student and you got A's and B's, and you got straight A's, then you went to this particular party, right? But for the people who got straight A's, you know, everybody gets treats, everybody, you know, gets something to eat, all that other sort of jazz. But if you got straight A's, you got a plaque, or a plaque, certificate, whatever, and you got a present from Miss Felicia Muzan. Again, shout out to her. And there's a bunch of other people shout out too, because there's a lot of notable people, but maybe on some other time I'll get to them. All right, because at least to me, they're worth making note of, right? And y'all already know I'm about giving respect to hell any and everybody. All right, so there's gonna be a time where I get to them folks because they are special. But anyway, but yeah, and I remember like, yo, that was the first time. Like I went to 2 AB honor roll parties, but this particular one, like I felt like a freaking star, because it was like, bro, I finally got straight A's. I finally got a plaque, right? And not only that, I got a little present, right? We took pictures, me and anybody else who got straight A's. Miss Muzan, she was also in the pic. I don't know if a principal was also there, and I don't know if they took one there, but I do know that pic was also on our student news. So I felt like a big time, bro. Listen, I'll tell you this, once that quarter hit and ended, it changed everything, right? Because from that point on, I became known as a nerd, right? You know, and you know, shoot, I think, you know, hey, for the people who watch this, y'all feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that the perception is still that I'm a nerd. It just happens that, listen, I'm a fly, swaggy, you know, I got the suit. I haven't even talked about that yet, but I got the suit, like, you know, I can play football, like, bro, I'm sort of kind of a hybrid, so, you know, it's just, you know, I'm not your typical nerd, but hey, I ain't gonna hold you. No disrespect to all the nerds, but I'm the king, all right? Anyway, but yeah, no, but it was that particular quarter, the third quarter, where like, bro, like that's when it was like, okay, like I was improving when it comes to academics, But it's like once I got there, it's like bam, I'm here. Like I can like yeah no like whatever it is that I want or need to do within an academic setting, I can do for real, and it's proven. And then not only that, but I followed it up the next quarter with getting all A pluses. Now, granted, because for whatever reason, like we didn't have, we never had AB honor roll parties or an AB honor roll ceremony, which is put on by the principals during the fourth quarter, just because during the fourth quarter rather they replaced that ceremony with award ceremony. So awards is basically anything like they go get with all the teachers, and the teachers give out awards to like all the different students and whatnot. So basically they replaced that with award ceremony, right? But even though, and I got a number of awards that particular year, but I definitely remember that it was like, yo, like, because if I remember that, because like I know, like I got the report card and I saw all A pluses, and then I remember thinking, I was like, yo, if we'd have had an AB honor roll, like an avid AB honor roll party the fourth quarter, then I'd have had another freaking plaque. And like and I still have these plaques to this day. They're in my mom and my grandma's house or whatnot. So it's really something. I don't think they have all of them, because I should have a total of 1, 2, add 3 more, and then wait, oh my apologies, all right, 1, add 3, and then add 3. So I should have 7, right? But I know that my mom has at least 1, and my grandma's got at least about 1 or 2. So I had so many of them. They like either some ended up getting thrown out, or some is just like lost in a pile, lost in a rubble somewhere, right? But yeah, but man, and not only that, but also within this particular age, 13, right? Like what I'm describing about with like these parties and getting straight A's, that's like that's like the second half of 6th grade. But you know, school years and actual years is very funny, because there's also, just like there's the second half of 6th grade, you also have the first half of the next grade. So within that particular grade, like, yo, I was also like, I got straight A, like, bro, it was different. It was, bro, listen, stuff was getting real different, all right? Because, like, I continued that momentum into 7th grade, and 7th grade just overall was the first year that, like, I got straight A's throughout the entire year, right? 6th grade, when I was 12, 13, that's when I had my first quarter where I got straight A's. 7th grade was when I had my first year where I had straight A's. And what else? What I will tell y'all about is this: in those first two, like the quarters of the first 2 quarters of the 7th grade, like, again, some of them, like when I was getting straight A's, like a lot of these are 97s, 98s, 95s. So you got a couple 92s, 93s in there. But in science, I remember, like in science, the first quarter I had about like 101 or 103, right? And it's funny enough because I haven't even got to age 14 yet, but I had 101 or 103. I definitely had over 100 within like my science class that I took that year. But then I followed it up that next quarter by I had 117 in science, right? And that was like, yo, I was really like, listen, I was like, oh yeah, I really embraced my role or whatnot as a freaking nerd, and I took bro, listen, I took that and ran it up with it. Hold on, let me get some water though. Okay. I know that you, I don't quite know if you're still here or not, but if you are, again, don't feel, don't don't mind interrupting. Feel free to throw in your response to the question. Again, I'll remind you, the question is, if you had to be stuck as one age for your entire life, what age would you be stuck as? Again, I don't know. I'll show y'all right here just for documentation. Bam. We got, and then bam, 2 people. Now, I don't quite know if they're still in here. They may or may not be, but hey, I don't quite need an audience. If you guys probably already know this, or hell, there ain't too many people that watch this anyway. But there will be. That's the point. They will be. You know, yeah. Pinkies up, man. But anyway, right? Shoot, now I gotta think. Where was I? Oh yeah, but so for the second quarter, like I went like it was something ridiculous. I got 117% in both the first and the second quarter, and really like all throughout that entire year, I've been trying. Like I took advantage of like every extra credit opportunity throughout all the classes, but especially science, because like especially after I ended the first quarter with higher than 100. I was like, okay, now I want to make a streak of it. But I'm trying to think because, and I guess I'm thinking ahead to when to when I turn 14. But because when I turned 14, excuse me, I was feeling I had another burp. When I turned 14, like that third quarter, I think I got a 95. That particular quarter, but then I bounced back the following, like the fourth quarter, and got like a 105 in that particular class. But just because these are the academic chronicles, right? These like age 12, 13, 14, you got sports, but those are the academic chronicles when it comes to Zachariah's life, right? But I guess let me see how I'm doing on time. Not bad. Oh, by the way, check out that Mott's. Check out the Mott's, right? Fruit snacks. But anyway, right? I guess I'll explain just a little bit more, but I will also touch on, cause I have 5 particular parts, but I won't. I'll save some of the details for another time. It's what I'll say, right? But also, let me see, because I do have other questions. I have about 9 other ones. Okay, yeah, we could definitely afford to skip a couple details on this one. But I will just move on to the latter 2 answers that I have for this particular question. Even though, like, I won't lie, so far age 20 is going pretty good. So I could and might mess around and throw age 20 in the mix just because, bam, that's what's up. Whatever, right? But what, like my last 2, like my other 2 answers that I have funny enough, I'm 20, right? But these last 2 answers are age 18 and age 19, right? And the titles that I have for those particular ages, like age 18 is presidential royalty, right? And it has something to do with this crown, by the way, right? Something nice. And I guess even more, let me grab something real quick, right? Because this will sort of kind of semi-help explain. I believe it is this right here. Is that, nope, not that it. Wrong one. Hold up. Got it. Right? Bam. Nice piece of jewelry. Now, the people from this particular school right here, Dunbar High, I don't know if the camera is like, is focusing in well on it, right? But from this particular school, they will remember this. They'll remember me having this on. But anyway, right? But yeah, so age 18 is called presidential royalty, and age 19 is called big stage showtime, right? Now, I guess I'll just go over like some of the tidbits, some like give some highlights. age 18 was presidential royalty just because, and age 17 could just as well be thrown in there because, well, really 15, 16, 17, yes, because they were all led up and helped towards age 18. When I was 18, I was a senior in high school. Again, I was 18 in that final stretch for the final 2 quarters. And bro, like, I was still, hey, listen, best believe the academic chronicles, I still had that momentum, right? I was still getting A's or whatnot in IB courses. Now, granted, I didn't quite get my certificate for that. Just know I did enough of everything, all right? Whether it be on SAT, ACT, grades, extracurriculars, blah, 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 that I still got bright futures. So I'm not tripping off of nothing, right? But anyway, right? Presidential royalty is definitely like the title. It's fitting just because on top of the academic excellence, I also had a number of different titles in so many different organizations, or not organizations, that's college. So many different clubs, right? Like, one most notably, right? No, let me work my way up, right? So just regular smuggler or whatever, like nothing, not too fancy, right? But still something worth noting. I was a member of our school's National Honor Society, right? I was also a member of our SGA that we had. What else? Was there anything? Oh yeah, I was also on the Dunbar High School bowling team, and I have that shirt. I'll show you guys some other time. I guess when I get into like my story time bag and all that other sort of jazz. So I have that. Not only that, but I was also president of the Dunbar chapter within Youth in Government, in which, y'all, there is some drama with that one. There's some drama with that particular one. Will you guys find out about it? Maybe not. I tell you this, there's a good chance you might, just because, hey, good old Zach, good old Uncle Zach, man. Hey, Uncle Big Daddy Drip, keeping it real. There's something of interest within that particular drama. But nonetheless, I was president of the Dunbar chapter within Youth in Government. And again, I will always shout out this particular person. Shout out to Zachariah White. Shout out to Zachariah White, because he was the first ever. I don't quite know if there's anybody who's been this since he has. And the organization, because of the drama, they might say that whoever, whether it be another black man, black woman who served in this particular position, they may say that they are the first, black and African American, youth governor. But that's not true. Zachariah White was. But again, that's a little history, and I definitely had to throw that in there. But anyway, right? Again, member of the NHS, National Honor Society, member of the SGA, a part of the Dunbar High School History Bowl team. All right, also president of the Dunbar chapter within Youth in Government, even though, again, even because of drama, we couldn't quite do much. But here we get to the major stuff, because we have this right here, in case you guys don't know, right? This is a little something that I got from being on the A team, the academic team, right? And I was actually the captain on that team, right? And then on top of that, I was also, this is very, very important, president of the senior class that particular year. And thanks to my Dunbar Tigers there, I don't quite know how many of them voted for me, but thanks to my Dunbar Tigers, I was also prom king. And that's where this crown comes from. And again, I could tell you again, because hey, there's always drama, there's always a good story. There's always a good story behind a lot of different stuff. And there's some drama and some good story with this right here. But yeah, Yeah, so and not to mention, like this was big time stuff. I remember I got an award. Um, Actually, this I don't know if they've given out another award of this, but it was the Cars Award. Um, and not only that, but shoot, I spoke at there's like this one event we had at the church for our senior class, and there's like a lot of big stuff happened, but I also spoke at our graduation. So that was pretty freaking nice. I may at some point in time show you guys like some clips, some videos, whatever. I guess when I talk more in detail about this particular year. But yes, age 18 was a pretty freaking big year. Senior year overall. That's when I was 17, 18. That was a pretty freaking big year. All right. And age 19, that was when I was leaving senior high. Actually, no, it's not when I was leaving. That's what's it called? Wow, wow, wow. That's like college. That's first year in college. And big stage showtime. I did a lot. I did a number of stuff. Shout out to CSA. Shout out to JAMSA. I was very involved, and shout out to BSU. I was involved with those three particular organizations here at Florida State University. Not only that, but hey, I was wheeling, dealing, styling, profiling, all that other sort of jazz, bro. And getting good grades. But it was age 19 where I got the name Big Daddy Trip. Hold on, let me see something. Okay, I got about 4 minutes. Well, less than that, actually. 3 minutes, or close to. But it was this age 19, that I got the moniker, Big Daddy Drip. And really more so, bro, I won't lie, I got it because I participated in a pageant, and it was a lot of stain that was put in trying to, and getting that particular name. And even more so, it wasn't, as I was going through the pageant, it was never yo, we got a new person. We got Alex. What's up? Hold up, Alex, wait. I know a person named Alex. I'm trying to think. May I ask where you are from? Damn, it's because Alex joined twice. Oh, you from Florida? Okay, what part of Florida are you from? My dog, bro, we got another person, man. We got another freaking person. Yo, it's Liddy. Even though, like, I only got about, like, you from Tampa Bay? Okay. I'm actually from Fort Myers. Tampa's pretty nice. Shoot, what questions do I have? Hey, yo, I won't lie. Yo, hey, big ups to Tampa. Especially with the Super Bowl, all the history. Okay, my fault, Alex. Go ahead. Oh, wait, you're Alex. Hey, yo, check this out, y'all. It's an Alex A and an Alex B. All right, now, Alex is. Y'all are twins. What the, bro? Hold up, man. Yo, we got twins in here. Okay. Thank you guys so much for that. Now, I won't lie, right? Y'all, okay. So Alex, right? Both of the twins. If okay, if I right now, I'm obviously doing a little podcasting, but I'm also recording this at the moment on my camera, and this is also going up on YouTube, right? So if you hear me if you say you hear me say y'all and all that other sort of jazz, all right, it's because I'm also I'm playing this whole back and forth game between the mic and the camera and the mic and the camera. But what a question that I'll ask for you guys is, if you guys had to be stuck as one particular age, what age would that be? I spent a good bit talking about it. 13. Okay. Hey, you see now? Hey, the camera's about to go off, but you see, great minds think alike. Now, why would you say? Now, what was important for you about the age of 13? All right, y'all. The camera's about to go off, but hey, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Hold up. Peace.